What is happening, Magnus? Apparently, Trump has launched a rapid response to fight fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Let's check this out.
Dealing with the liberal media is at the top of President Trump's mind, and now the White House is rolling out a new strategy to hold the media accountable. It's launching a new social media page called Rapid Response 47, providing real-time updates on the administration's every move. The first page reads, quote, "Welcome to the official rapid response account of the Trump 47 White House. We will support President Donald J. Trump's America First agenda and hold the fake news accountable for their lies.
Okay.
Let's make America great again."
I like this.
Kaylee, the name of the game here is accountability. Rapid response is an important endeavor.
So it's like, okay, they said I said this. Here's what I really said. I'm going to check it out on this video.
Any campaign. I mean, these guys are so impressive. They're like young keyboarders who like know everything and in an instant can fact check.
Yeah, and one of their responsibilities is going to be to push back on the liberal hoaxes, the false narratives that are going to come out about this administration and its policy moves. But I almost wonder if this page is really necessary, because I feel like the leftist media has done such a good job of just destroying their credibility on their own that I wonder if anyone even takes them seriously anymore. And I was thinking of this during the very first White House press briefing this week when an Associated Press reporter asked Caroline Leavitt if she was going to vow to be honest and truthful at all times. And I was sitting there.
Stop. Do y'all want a reaction to that whole thing? I think it's like 45 minutes, something like that. Let me know. I can't believe they said that.
Thinking, where were you when you were sitting in front of Karine Jean-Pierre? How many questions did you ask about the president's cognitive ability at that time? Were you accurately reporting on the COVID lab leak? Did you try and suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story? And the answer for the vast majority of reporters in that room is that they all lied. They're not honest people. And the greatest thing about this past election cycle is that voters have figured that out and they just don't listen to them anymore.
You know, Emily, and I just think about some of the mistruths that have now been debunked. The COVID lab leak theory, which is now credible all of a sudden. Lafayette Square, we've been through this on the show. But the most egregious one during my tenure was the bounties on the head of U.S. soldiers that they said Russia had in Afghanistan, and they suggested Trump didn't do anything and let our soldiers die, to which the Daily Beast later revealed Trump might have been right to call it a hoax. The left-wing Daily Beast. Accountability is important.
Because everything, I mean, the list is so long. The whipping, things that were brought up, by the way, in these confirmation hearings, literally those mistruths continue to be put forth by sitting senators and sitting congressmen. It kills me. Here's what I love about it, though, is that if libs try to come out and say, like, but what about all the disinformation and misinformation and all the million other misinformation words, we can be like, oh yeah, totally, actually, go to Rapid 47 and that's the account. Yeah, that's the one that has the facts. So just give it right back to them so that they know the truth actually is out there.
Yeah, George, this is a way to be on offense.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, but I think it's absolutely necessary. And you look, he was very clever in disrupting the way that the traditional media reports. Mm-hmm. And this is a reflection of that election victory and directly responding in an unfiltered way.
He was disrupting it.
Has such an amazing ability.
He was disrupting it way back when you started telling people what stuff was fake news. It's like no one else. I don't remember hearing any other politicians say that. But conspiracy theorists were saying for years that certain things in the news were fake. He was the first one that I noticed that was like fake news. And I was like, oh, this is interesting.
To connect directly with constituents. And this is just an extension of that. I'm going to be interested to see if he creates an AI-generated bot that reflects him and can kind of respond and spin quickly in the middle of the night. But now we are in a...
I would love that, an AI-generated bot of Trump that's as real as we can possibly do. And you type a question in, and you'd be like, no, that's not what happened. They lied. Fake news. What really happened was... I would love that.
4/7, 365 news cycle, literally. And this is a reflection of that. And it's exciting to see the White House. And we should pose the question to you as a former press secretary on how this should be structured.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's hard to correct the record in the aftermath. I remember when Jim Acosta quoted me out of context, and the first tweet gets like 1 billion retweets, and even his colleague Jake Tapper said, "Oh, it's not quite what she said." And then the cleanup effort is very minimal. Speaking of cleanup efforts, Leslie, I want to remind everyone what we were told about just how sharp Joe Biden was. Let's bring in the other Joe.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it.
It wasn't the truth, Leslie.
I'm sorry, I don't go to Joe Scarborough for my facts. I don't. And as a liberal, I'm offended when you use a generalization. Everybody lies. Liberals lie, conservatives lie.
I didn't lie about Joe Biden's cognitive abilities.
It's the reason, it's one of the commandments, because, God knows that we struggle with that. What I would love to have the president fact check himself. I just don't believe that's really going to happen. I have seen, and at least I'm not being disingenuous, I'm being honest. I have seen lies come out of Democrats' mouth. I've seen lies come out of Republicans' mouth. I can go on with list of both, whether it's, eating the cats and the dogs, or, the list just goes on and on. If this actually does say, okay, President Trump said this, on this date, and then said that, which did he mean? Here is the truth, here is the lie. That'd be great. I just don't think we're going to see that from this site.
It'd be nice to have unbiased fact checkers, because we know Glenn Kessler, Washington Post, all of these folks are quite muted when it comes to the left, but very...
I wish that people would differentiate also between telling the truth and telling a lie. Sometimes someone tells the truth even though it's an untruth. You know what I mean? They're not lying to you. They're telling you something they believe to be true at the time that they're saying it. They're not telling you a lie. A lie is knowing the truth and then telling you something else. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling the truth, you believe it. You really believe it's the truth. You believe that this happened. It could be a lie. I could have believed, but it's not a lie. It's an untruth. So I could believe that I just saw Bigfoot, but it could be an untruth. It doesn't mean I was lying to you. I really thought I was seeing Bigfoot.
vociferous when it comes to the right. All right.
All right. So let's go check this out right now. What's the name of it?
White House.
Rapid Response 47. Rapid Response 47. Let me see here on Twitter or X. Rapid Response 47. There we go. Rapid Response 47. Let me follow them. All right. Now, let me see here. I'm trying to see if they have anything about the whole him banning MLK Day and other observances in the government buildings or whatever. I don't see anything, but I'm skimming through it. Someone did send me a link, and this one is National Black History Month 2025, and this is him praising National Black History Month. So, but if you watched that whole video with me, you saw that I deduced that it was just the government facilities and stuff. So, yeah. I have to look through here with a fine-tooth comb, but I'm going to come here every time, there's an issue. All right? 10 million subscribers. Woo! Hopefully we can truly get the truth on here. Not have to worry about fake news,